Hey folks, I'm Ty. In this video we're going to be talking about how to prepare your dropshipping store for Q4. Now Q4 is the last 3 months of the year, the fourth quarter, and this is really important because the last 3 months are filled with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, Boxing Day, and it goes into January sales as well, obviously Christmas too, so peak selling period. E-commerce sales typically increase by 15 to 25% in this quarter. So it's very crucially important that you prepare yourself in the right way. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get straight into it. So the first thing you can do to prepare is to prepare for the increase in marketing costs. So places like Facebook Marketplace, which is a good source of marketing, typically increase by about 30 to 40% in Q4. That's the cost. So the cost increases by 30 to 40% in Q4. So you've got to take that into consideration. If you're running ads now and you're breaking even, bear in mind that if you're running ads during Q4 and December time, your ad costs could increase by half, which is insane. So you've got to take that into account and just be prepared for it. The next thing I prepare for is higher customer service needs and longer delivery times. Now it's a given there's going to be more demand, sales are going to increase, so delivery times are typically going to increase with that because there's more to deliver. Now this is something you have to take into account because people are expecting to, if they're buying an item for Christmas, they expect it to be delivered before Christmas. So any delays in shipping could result in refunds and customer complaints, so you've got to be on top of that. If you don't already have a dropshipping agent or a fulfillment center, definitely look into getting one now whilst you've still got time, and then you can prepare for anything like this. This is something you're going to have to be aware of because customers are going to contact you regarding the shipping delays. They're going to ask for updates. They're going to ask for estimated time. They're going to ask the location. They're going to ask for a tracking number. They're going to ask all these things. So you need to be prepared. If you don't already have a system in place for them to track that, then look into getting a system. If you're on Shopify, you can get an add-on, you can get an app that will help put in the tracking number, and then it will automatically send the customer updates. So you need something like this in place. If you're selling on Etsy, for example, you need to be making sure that you're putting that tracking number into the order when you are fulfilling it. Keep on top of customer support because you're going to have loads of messages, not just related to shipping, but just in general. Things like querying the product, querying the nature of the product, size, colors, things like that. They might want it personalized. They might ask if you've got certain size or color in stock, which isn't shown on your website. You might also have people who have received that item have a complaint or want to return or refund, and so you need to be on top of that as well. If it does get too much, what you can do is hire a virtual assistant from Fiverr. Put a link down below. A virtual assistant can manage live chats. For example, Tidio or TDO, however you want to pronounce it, is an app on Shopify, and they have a live chat service to the point where you just give the virtual assistant access to the app and not your website, and they can respond to the live chats. Obviously, they need a bit of background about your store, but the general queries are things like, where's my item? When will it arrive? What's the ETA? And these are things that a virtual assistant can answer. So what should you be preparing for Q4, like the actual events? So the first, you've got Halloween. Hopefully this video makes it out on time so you can prepare for that. But if you've got a Halloween store or a fashion store, any kind of store which you can add Halloween theme into it, by all means go for it because it's a good way to attract people to your store. The next occasion is Thanksgiving, which happens on the 24th of November in 2022. So if you're watching this in 2023, sorry, you're a year late. But this occasion is basically US only. UK, Europe don't really celebrate it that much. So it's going to only apply to you if you're running a store in the US. The next occasion is on the 25th of November, so just a day after, so you don't have an awful lot of time to prepare between Thanksgiving and this one, which is Black Friday. Now, Black Friday sales are well known, they are phenomenal. Some sales can go up to 70% discounts, so it's definitely something to be aware of and to be prepared for. The next one, also in November, which is Cyber Monday, a bit like Black Friday, but is more applying to electrical items. So if you're running an electrical store, maybe an app store or computer or phone, anything like that, any kind of technical gadgets, things like that will apply to Cyber Monday, and you can definitely attract traffic with Cyber Monday sales. The next occasion is, of course, Christmas. Now, Christmas is going to be phenomenal for sales and opportunities like that, just because a lot of people start their Christmas shopping early. A lot of people are starting Christmas shopping in August, September, October, a couple of months early, so it gives you enough time to start marketing. When I launched my first store in 2019, November and October were my busiest months because they were preparing for Christmas. My top selling product was a children's toy, and that had more sales in October and November than it did in December because people like to be prepared. So just bear that in mind. Start now, start early, and give yourself enough time before Christmas actually happens. The next one is after Christmas sales, which can either be in the form of Boxing Day sales or even January sales. By that point, it's not really Q4, it's Q1, but still, I'm going to count it. After Christmas sales are great, especially if you're in like the children's niche or the young adults niche, things like that, because basically a lot of people get gift cards and they get money for Christmas and then they want to go out and spend it. So things like gaming niche, children's toy niche tend to do really well in January, as well as other niches. Another way to prepare is to use discounted product bundles. So make sure you are upselling. Use an app on Shopify to upsell. If you're selling on Etsy or eBay, make sure you follow up customers with either a discount code for another item or promote another item. The idea of bundles and upsells is to increase your average order value. So it's a lot easier to increase your average order value than it is to increase sales. Increasing sales means putting more money into marketing. Increasing your average order value can be as simple as sending a message or adding a bundle code or adding a voucher. And just trying to increase sales that way is going to be more cost efficient to you and your business. The next one I'm going to cover is email marketing. Now this is self-explanatory. You send emails with marketing material. Now you want to start doing this in September, October, November, up to Christmas to cover these periods, to cover Q4. Now I'm not suggesting you spam them every 24 hours with a new discount code. Once a week, fine. Once it gets closer to that sale date, let's say Black Friday, you want to do one email a month before, another email 2 weeks before, 2 emails the week before, an email on the day before, or a chat message or something like that, just to keep their attention. Your click-through rate you'll see increase for every single one. So the closer it gets to the sale, the higher the discount you go. So let's say a day before Black Friday, you're saying at a 70% discount. A month before Black Friday, here's a 10% discount code, prepare for Black Friday. Or it could just be a notification. It doesn't have to be a discount code. It could just be a notification making them aware that you are having this up to 70% sale off at the end of November. And then you follow up that email with a reminder a week before and then a day before. Get them hyped up about it, get them excited, and make sure it's on their radar. The next thing I'm going to say on how to prepare for Q4 dropshipping is to test your marketing channels. Make sure you know beforehand what marketing channel is going to work best for you. Is TikTok working best? Is email marketing working best? Is Facebook ads working best? Is influencers working best? You need to make sure you've tested each channel to make sure which one is the most cost efficient, which is the most profit making, and go from there. There's no point you wasting your time during Q4 testing because you're wasting valuable time. You need to have tested beforehand and then go into Q4 knowing exactly what works and then just juicing the hell out of it. If you learned something new, then do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as it really helps out the channel. 98% of the people who view my videos aren't subscribed. Crazy, I know. But if you've got any questions, leave them down below because I'll answer every single one of them and I post every week, so do subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.